Making Superman bleed is a feat that few have accomplished. Some of his biggest enemies, like Doomsday and Darkseid, certainly gave the Man of Steel some of his most brutal beatings. But there's one ordinary human who once managed to take down Superman, Alfred Pennyworth. I'm Andrew the Geek Master, and in this video, we're going to talk about how Batman's elderly butler delivered one of the worst beatings Superman has ever received. If you don't want to miss stories like this, hit the subscribe button, turn on notifications, and let's get started. In the comic Injustice Gods Among Us, Joker used a modified version of Scarecrow's fear toxin on Superman, causing him to hallucinate and mistake Lois Lane, his pregnant wife, for Doomsday. Tragically, this led Superman to accidentally kill Lois, and as if that wasn't bad enough, the moment her heart stopped, a bomb triggered in Metropolis, wiping out the entire city. After this incident, Superman was never the same. In a fit of rage, he killed the Joker violently with a punch that went straight through the villain's body. From that point on, he became a brutal dictator, ruling Earth with an iron fist. Many heroes sided with Superman, agreeing with his belief that villains don't deserve second chances, but, as expected, Batman was one of the few who opposed Superman's regime, forming a resistance with some other heroes. Well, Batman and Superman have had plenty of disagreements over the years, and when it came to a fight, Batman usually had a trick up his sleeve. However, this time, he needed more than just some kryptonite to level the playing field against a Superman who had completely lost his moral compass. Luckily, the Fortress of Solitude had exactly what he needed: a pill that temporarily grants humans strength and durability similar to that of Kryptonians. This pill was created by Superman's regime to enhance the strength of ordinary humans for his army. Once Batman learned about this pill, he sent a team led by Green Arrow to steal one so he could replicate it and give his insurgency a fighting chance. Oliver even managed to grab one of the pills and shot it along with an arrow outside the fortress, where his friends were waiting. Sadly, though, the unhinged Superman beat Green Arrow to death, only stopping when his parents intervened. Eventually, Superman realized that Oliver's final act had been to trick him into stealing the pill, which was now likely with Batman. And indeed, Superman immediately headed to the Batcave, where Batman was already analyzing the pill in order to replicate it. Clark tells him that he's eliminated all the crazies in Gotham except for Batman, the original Madman. When Batman retorts that Superman is the one who's gone mad, Clark lifts him with one hand, his eyes blazing, and warns Batman to be very careful with his words because he's here to put an end to his madness. But Batman knows that if Superman really wanted to kill him, he would have done it already. He notices that Superman is bleeding and quickly deduces that it's Oliver's blood, the most ethical and compassionate friend they had, whom Superman just killed. But Batman also knows why Clark is really here. Because Superman thinks Batman might be the one to stop him, and deep down, part of him wants Batman to do it. Batman's plan was to keep Superman occupied while the Batcomputer analyzed the pill. But Batman's words irritate Superman so much that he violently throws Batman against the wall, leaving Bruce in a lot of pain. Still, Bruce keeps talking. He won't fight Superman for two reasons. First, it would be too easy for Superman. And second, Batman couldn't beat him without killing him. And in the end, Bruce isn't like Clark. He's not a cold-blooded killer. At that moment, Batman plays a recording of Lois and Clark's wedding. While Superman is momentarily distracted, Batman uses the opportunity to buy more time, continuing to provoke Clark by saying he failed his wedding vows, that he didn't protect her, and now he's not even honoring Lois's memory because she wouldn't be happy with Superman's recent actions. When Lois died, Superman lost his humanity, and now that the computer's analysis is almost done, Batman finally puts his plan into motion. First, he activates a high-pitched sound device that surprises Superman. The sound not only affects Superman, but also attracts a swarm of bats, giving Bruce the chance to grab the super pill. However, just as Bruce is about to take the pill, Superman has already recovered and grabs Batman's arm. He tells Batman that he's right, he didn't come to kill him, but he can put Bruce in a condition where he can't hurt him or interfere with Superman's plans. Then, to Batman's horror, Clark lifts him above his shoulders and simply breaks the Dark Knight's back, in a scene that closely mirrors when Bane broke Batman's spine. As Bruce is left on the ground, writhing in pain, Superman coldly says he's sorry, but that he had to do it because Batman is too dangerous. Still, Bruce struggles to get up, while Superman arrogantly tells him he can't get up. 2 of his lumbar vertebrae are broken. It's a surprise he's even conscious. But as Bruce keeps trying to rise, Superman cruelly steps on his back, making Bruce feel even more pain. He even tells him it's over and orders Bruce to stop fighting. However, to his surprise, Bruce says he wasn't trying to fight. He was just trying to distract him. And the distraction worked perfectly, because when Superman turns around, he realizes that the data on the pill that gives powers equivalent to his own has been sent to someone else. This sends Superman into a panic. Now he wants to know who Batman sent the pill's information to. Naturally, Bruce isn't going to answer, and in his desperation, Clark begins torturing Batman, making him suffer even more. When Bruce throws in his face that Superman is torturing for the greater good, Superman is visibly shaken by his own actions. But Batman tells him that Superman is no longer a hero, he's just another thug. As Superman appears to have a moment of reflection on his actions, a hand suddenly touches his shoulder. When Superman turns around, he's met by Alfred Pennyworth, Batman's butler, who's utterly disappointed in Superman and furious over what he did to Bruce. The comic makes it clear that the pill Batman was analyzing is no longer there, meaning Alfred has taken the pill and now has powers equivalent to Superman's. And so begins a battle, or rather, a complete beatdown. Alfred starts off with a massive headbutt that crushes Superman's nose, making him bleed instantly. The strike was so unexpected and powerful that Superman briefly loses consciousness, crashing to the ground as Alfred tells him how deeply disappointed he is. Alfred then kicks Superman in the face while he's down, and the kick is so strong it practically shatters Alfred's shoe. After that, he starts punching Superman violently, over and over, driving his face into the ground. And as Alfred delivers one of the most humiliating beatings Superman has ever taken, he orders Superman to never mess with his family again. What makes it even more humiliating is that after defeating Superman, Alfred walks over to Bruce and gently picks him up in his arms. He then heads to the teleporter in the Batcave and tells Bruce that they have everything they need and that there's nothing left worth saving here. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'd love to hear your thoughts on the beatdown Superman took from Batman's butler. For more stories like this, don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell, and leave a like to help support the channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next adventure.